My name is Bailey Crump, and this is my presentation for genetics over Calico and Tortoiseshell cats. Calico and Tortoiseshell cats appear to have a random fur pattern, but they are actually a walking genetics lesson. People typically use the term Calico and Tortoiseshell interchangeably, but they are in fact different types of fur combinations for cats. These variations almost always occur in females because the trait is located on the X chromosome, meaning it is sex-linked. Tortoiseshell and Calico phenotypes are a consequence of embryonic X chromosome inactivation, where the alternative expression of orange versus wild-type alleles in different skin patches creates a mosaic color pattern in cats that are heterozygous. This means that they have both a non-orange and an orange allele, and it's expressed together because they're on the X chromosome, so the Calico and Tortoiseshell cats will express both colors. Calico and Tortoiseshell cats are rare organisms with a lot to be understood about the components that make their coat colors so special, including dosage compensation and lionization, which we will get into. This occurs naturally in females, however, it can occur in males, but it's rare as a genetic abnormality through aneuploidy, mosaicism, or chimerism. In rare male Calico and Tortoiseshell cats, it has been found that they are sterile and can have many other health issues. Many studies have been conducted and continue to be done on Calico and Tortoiseshell cats to understand the logistics of the pattern and how more than one color can express dominance in such a genetically complex way called codominance. Cats display a broad diversity of phenotypic variation that result from interacting genotypes. These variations create tortoiseshell and calico cats. Tortoiseshell cats are defined as a mottled orange and non-orange coat, meaning colors ranging from cream and yellow through dark orange, while calico cats are a mosaic pattern of large patches of orange, black, and white. So the biggest difference is that calico has white patches and tortoiseshell doesn't have white. Tortoiseshell cats do not contain the unpigmented fur. Despite their specific colorations, no calico or tortoiseshell cat is identical due to genetic variation and independent assortment. Both coat colors express codominance, as all colors are expressed rather than one expressing dominance over the other. Codominance means that more than one phenotype is expressed in a particular animal. In this case, orange and non-orange patches will be apparent on the cat's fur, whether it's black, white, or any variation in between the two. Allele coding for orange hair is dominant in these cats, while black hair is recessive. White patches, when present, are inherited in an autosomal dominant fashion, meaning it masks more orange than orange and black masks white. So the white will show up more dominantly than orange and black. This white spotting is an epistatic interaction that results from a reduced number of melanoblasts in the skin, allowing for a spatial expansion of the clones leading to large white patches. The combination of colors found in calico and tortoiseshell cats is an example of dosage compensation. Dosage compensation is defined as a mechanism that cancels the potentially negative effects of missing or extra sex chromosomes in organisms such as cats. The imbalance in the level of gene products between sex-linked and autosomal genes only occurs in diploid genomes, therefore dosage compensation only occurs in diploid genomes, which is most mammals. Whether a cat is biologically male or female is determined by which sex chromosome is inherited from the mother. No, the father. There are equal chances that the offspring will receive an X or a Y from the father because he has two, but there is a 100% chance that the mother will pass on her X because she only has two X's. The Y chromosome has very few genes on it, while the X chromosome has thousands of genes that are essential for the cell to survive, or for cells to survive. This being said, one X chromosome is required for all organisms to live, but it is not possible to survive if both chromosomes are activated because that's too many genes. To compensate for this imbalance, different organisms compensate in different ways, but in cats, one of the X chromosomes is inactivated and is called the bar body. So if the cat is a female, it will have two X chromosomes, but one will be inactivated, so whichever one is activated will determine what color is expressed in the cats. Because the bar body chromosome is curled up so tightly, its genes are not expressed, and this process of X inactivation is random, irreversible, and it occurs in every female mammal. In calico cats, the genes that dictates fur color happens to be on the X chromosome. This means that whichever X chromosome is inactivated will influence what color is most prominent on the calico cat. There are two different genes that determine fur color, one allele producing orange and one producing non-orange or black. A cat must receive both of these found on the X chromosome in order to have a fur with both color patches. X inactivation, known as lionization, will occur and one of the X chromosomes will be inactivated. Because lionization occurs at random, each domestic cat is distinct. Lionization occurs early in embryonic development when there are only 8 cells in the embryo, meaning a cat will be determined as calico or tortoiseshell before it is even developed. This causes cells with the same active allele to exist in the same area, causing a solid color patch because the cells continue to divide after inactivation takes place and the cells produced from the 8 original cells with the inactivated X. Cats and many other animals have a genetic condition called piebalding, which causes the white, unpigmented spots of fur that you see in calico cats. Most calico cats are female because the trait for calico and tortoiseshell cats is only found on the X chromosome. However, there is a rare occasion that male cats can express calico or tortoiseshell coats. It can sometimes be a model of Klinefelter syndrome in humans, which means that the cat has an extra chromosome, and it's also called aneuploidy. In human males, Klinefelter causes low testosterone, reduced muscle, reduced body hair, and little to no sperm. When it occurs in cats, it also reduces in no sperm, meaning that the cats can't reproduce, and the cat will become calico or tortoiseshell. This is known as aneuploidy. With aneuploidy, the model for the genome of these male cats is XXY rather than XY. The reason the cats express these coats is because the trait is X-linked, therefore they can inherit it from their parents. In a study done in 1961, tests done on 12 male calico cats showed that 2 of the males had female-type patterns, meaning they had Klinefelters in humans, aneuploidy. These 2 cats had 39 diploid chromosomes in their genome rather than the normal 38. The other 10 cats were likely calico due to genetic mutations. These findings indicate that the cat, like the mouse and other small animals, is available for the experimental study of abnormal genetic occurrences. Calico and tortoiseshell cats coats in male cats can also occur through chimerism, mosaicism, and somatic mutations. Somatic mutations can occur at any time in any gene, and it's very random. Mosaicism is when an organism contains 2 or more genetically altered cell sets in their body. This can occur in any type of cell, including a blood cell, egg cell, even a skin cell. This is obvious in cats, as male calico and tortoiseshell cats have different skin, can't reproduce, and have many other health issues. Some mutation examples that can occur include partial crossing over, non-disjunction, or failure of sex linkage. Chimerism is known as a phenomenon where a mother is pregnant with twins and one embryo absorbs the other cells. This means that the offspring will have double the egg and sperm. Chimerism in cats can cause calico and tortoiseshell because the offspring receives 2 X chromosomes, one from the mother and one from the absorbed twin. Understanding all genetic possibilities among cats is important to helping us learn more about calico and tortoiseshell cats. Calico and tortoiseshell cats are good examples for complicated genetic phenomenons because they include so many different occurrences that it can be confusing. Epigenetics is defined as alterations in DNA sequence that does not include the base sequence of DNA. This includes how behaviors and environment causes changes in the way the genes work. This type of epigenetic inheritance shown in calico and tortoiseshell cats is X inactivation, which is necessary in all organisms with more than one X. The black, orange, and white patches all depend on gene expression, which is highly influenced by X inactivation and codominance. Epistasis is another genetic occurrence found in calico cats. This is when a certain gene is found on a chromosome and masks another gene so that only the epistatic gene is shown. This appears in calico cats with the white patches of fur lacking mature melanocytes. Epistasis is also found in the appearance of orange over the non-agouti locus at the genetic level, which means that orange is dominant over non-agouti, but agouti is dominant over non-orange alleles. Agouti is just a locus on the X chromosome gene. Calico and tortoiseshell cats are a seemingly simple type of cat found in litters between black and orange cats at random. However, they are not as simple as people think. They're actually genetically remarkable. In my opinion, more research should be done on calico and tortoiseshell cats as they are a great model of gene expression and X-linked traits and codominance. It is intriguing to me that calico cats only occur by genetic abnormalities because they cannot be bred. There are still so many unanswered questions about calico and tortoiseshell cats, therefore more should be done to learn about the genes of cats and in turn learn more about how X-linked traits may occur in humans. Using the cats can teach us more about humans and how X inactivation works. This research will help humans understand more about genetics and predict how effectively certain traits will be passed down through generations. It is a commonly unknown fact that calico and tortoiseshell cats are not actually breeds of cats, but are coat colors. These combinations are caused by orange and non-orange alleles found on the X chromosome. There are many other factors that go into the appearance of calico and tortoiseshell cats. This includes aneuploidy, mosaic, and chimerism in male cats, which are very rare occurrences and causes the cat to be sterile. Agouti and non-agouti loci also affect the appearance of orange and non-orange alleles in the genome, as well as white spotting alleles. With so many of these factors that affect the coat color, there are a lot of things that have to go a certain way for this combination to occur, which makes it so rare. Everyone should take extra care to appreciate the genetic recombinations that are calico and tortoiseshell cats and how unique such a seemingly simple cat really is. Thank you.